Tommy Zeigler is the defendant in this case, William Thomas Zeigler, and he was the one who was tried and convicted in 1976 for 4 murders that we think he did not commit. The crime scene handling this was terrible. I've tried a lot of cases in my 57 years as an attorney. I've never had a month-long trial where every objection that I made was overruled. Play with witnesses and disregard witnesses and don't tell the defense about it and things like that. And there was some clothing and things we tested that at the trial we were not allowed to present because we were not finished with our testing. We asked for more time and the judge denied us. After the trial, it turned out that there was no gunshot residue in the man's pockets, and he said he carried 2 weapons in his pockets, and there was no gunshot residue. He was lying. These are the kind of things that went on during this trial. We just did not get a fair trial. Before the trial, they came to us and said we would plead to one, be life in prison, which under the statute, I mean, he would be eligible for parole after 25 years. And Tommy said, no, I'm not guilty. I will not plead guilty. I won't waive my appeals. We had the jury come back and unanimously recommend life in prison, which means it probably was a compromise verdict. You know, you go guilty, we'll go for life in prison. And instead, the judge overruled the jury, which is unheard of, and gave the death penalty. We've been trying now for 50 years to get the evidence before the court to prove his innocence, and I think we succeeded this time around. Tommy's story that he told on the witness stand was the same story he told to me in the hospital on Christmas Day. It's never changed, and it's never changed over 50 years. The expectation from the court's perspective is they'll do a transcript of the hearings for this week. The judge will have 30 days to enter an opinion or judgment one way or the other, and her choices are to either overrule us and not give him a new trial or give him a new trial. The system does not work well enough to do death penalties in any case, in my opinion. If you look at the state of Florida, there have been more cases overturned on death penalty cases where it's proved we sentenced not guilty people to death, and then they've been exonerated later on. And this case is a classic example of why it should be. If you've already executed someone, there's not a whole lot you can do to, make it up to them. It's a tough place to be. It's a tough place to exist. And for 50 years, Tommy's existed there, but I think the best thing to do is eliminate it. It doesn't accomplish, it does not prevent crime. I hope it would have an impact. The death penalty doesn't work, and it was passed in a way and has never been done like it should have been. Anybody that thinks that the prisons in this state are luxury accommodations has never been inside one. We killed innocent people, and that's just not acceptable. He was very pleased. He thought this judge gave us a very fair hearing, and I agree with him. This judge, for the first time, listened carefully, really did her homework. My dream is to walk outside with Tommy in fresh air, the sunshine, and breathe the air of freedom, and to have him have at least some life left that allows him to do the things that we all do and, frankly, take for granted. I want to see him have the fruit of God's blessings. As a society, I think we should recognize that we have a good system in this country, but it's not a perfect system. I mean, it's run by human beings, and let's face it, the only perfect human being I know existed a couple thousand years ago. So anyway, well, I'm fighting for him because I think he's innocent, and I believed in him from the day one, and I'll continue to fight, and hopefully win this time.